Thank you for watching this video. In this video, I'm going to focus on handling invoice factoring in QuickBooks Desktop. So here's a typical case. You got loan advances. They pay 80% and then hold back 20%. And the typical customers pays, let's say, about 30 to 60 days. And the factoring fee, let's say in this case I'm giving example of 3%, so they could vary. And so in QuickBooks, how do you handle the 80% and how do you handle 20%? Okay, so to track this process in QuickBooks, I'm going to create 3 new accounts. AR bank loan account, that's your current liability type. AR holding asset account, that's your other current asset type. And factoring fees, that's your expense type. Okay, so in this video session you will learn step-by-step instructions in QuickBooks on how to handle invoice factoring. Before I forget, we have our YouTube channels, so don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channels. The one you're watching is youtube.com VPcontroller, and the second one is youtube.com new QBO. So this is for new QBOs for QuickBooks Online. We are pretty big on QuickBooks Online too. We have all kinds of top rated videos, very popular videos, so don't forget to check it out. Okay, so I'm going to go to QuickBooks Desktop and we're going to start. Okay, so QuickBooks Desktop is right here. It's the home page. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you is the customers. I'm going to create, I've already created a few invoices in here. I have customers centered in here, and I have created 4 invoices in here, 25 each, just to make it simple. So, so out of 100,000, 25 times 4, 100,000, I'm going to get 80,000 loan, and they will hold back 20%. So I'm going to go step by step on how to do the transactions in QuickBooks. Okay, I'm going to show you balance sheet first. This is company file, very small. This created company file. There's nothing in there. As you can see here, I got AR 100,000. Okay, and then income is 100,000. Pretty straightforward. No bank account, no bank balance, nothing like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go to home page again, and I'm gonna create, as I said, those 3 new accounts. I'm gonna go to chart of accounts. You can go to chart of accounts from here, or from list right here, chart of accounts. So I'm just gonna click it here. So right now I have already created those 3 new accounts. Right now is AR holding asset account is right here. So I'm going to show you how I created AR holding asset account. To create a new one, all you have to do is any accounts you have in chart of accounts, just right click it and select new, or at the bottom you'll see account. At the bottom you'll see account, and from there you select new. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so AR holding asset account, I'm going to show you how I did it here. Okay, account type is other current assets. So other current assets is right here. I'm going to show you new. So other account types, and then you select other current asset right here. So this is the one you select, and for the other one you want to select other current account types, and you want to select other current liability. That's the loan you're going to get. So for loan is liability, and for the asset holding is current assets, and for the expense This is the factoring fees. It's a select expense and done. Okay, so in here, as you can see here, account type is other current asset, AR holding, and interopening balance. You can just leave it 0 and select the date, the day you open this account, and okay, all right, save and close. And then the second one is the AR bank loan. It's the same thing, so I can just do the edit, or in your case you need to create a new one. Just select new one, and then select account type is other current liability, account type right here, and interopening balance is 0, today's date, okay, and the expense one, all I have is right here, the factoring fees. This is pretty easy. Account type is expense, account name, factoring fees, and done. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to get that $80,000 deposited to your bank account. Okay, so if you're already on chart account, you can just do the double click it and go to your check register. Okay, so normally you can do it from your home page. Fairly easy. You got all kinds of diagrams in here. So just click check register, and so this is your check register for one account. Okay, if you have more than one account, it will show you which one you want to select. Okay, so I'm going to use deposit 80,000. Very straightforward. And for the account, I will select, well, you can guess it, I'm going to select AR bank loan account here, like this. Okay, and memo you can fill out, 80% advance, 80% advance, like this. Okay, and then do the recording in here. Okay, so now if I go to my balance sheet, which is this, I'm just going to refresh this. As you can see here now, I have checking account $80,000 bank balance, and AR bank loan is $80,000. This is a loan, 80% loan out of this 100,000, and this 80,000 is your bank account. Okay, so you can do that from your check register, or you can just do it from your banking. Actually, if you just click it here, so as you can see, you transfer funds, AR bank loan, and checking account going to from two. So you can do that from banking too. See, it's the same one, transfer funds. So transfer funds, banking, transfer funds, it takes the same place, AR bank loan, and select your bank account right here and put the amount. It will also show you the account balance already. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Now the next process is to move this $100,000 from your regular AR aging to your AR holding asset account. Okay, so to do that, what you need to do is you need to go to customers, and then receive payment. Yes, receive payment, customer payment, customers, and receive payments. Okay, so that's the one you want to use. Okay, hold on a second here. Receive payment from your home page screen. It will take the same place. Okay, so I have 4 customers in here, and I already sold it. They have holding my invoices. Okay, so this one is $25,000, and deposit 2. That's the one you want to select. If you have undeposited funds, you have to change it. You have to drop down and change it. So instead of checking account, you will select to AR holding asset account, like this. Okay, and reference number, I'm going to use the invoice number. In this case, invoice number is 1. I'm going to use reference number also 1. Okay, in case you don't see this deposit field, nothing in here, then you'll have to go to your preferences. Sometimes you won't even see this deposit too. So in case it could be just automatic thing. So preferences and payments in here, and company preferences. So sometimes you may have a default UF account, undivided funds account, like this. If you have this selected, then you won't see that deposit too. So you need to uncheck that box. Then you will see this deposit too. Okay, so this is the first one. Save and new. I'm going to do the second one. Same thing. Select this. 25,000. Invoice number 2. Reference number. I'm going to use that one. And make sure it's AR holding asset account. Save and new. Third invoice. Same thing. Click this. AR holding account. Reference number is 3. Save and new. Customer 4. Reference number 4. AR holding account. And so that's all we're going to do. So save and close. Oop. Okay. Save and close. Okay, now if I go to the balance sheet, refresh this, as you can see here, it used to be in here regular AR account. Now it moved to AR holding account, asset account here. So it's basically loan against this $80,000 loan against this holding asset account. No more AR in here. Okay, if you go to customers center, so it's all clear now, 0 in here. See, payment, invoice, payment, went to from AR to AR holding asset account. Same thing in here, AR to AR holding asset account. So you can change the holding asset name to whatever you want, but I'm just using AR holding asset. That looks like more appropriate. Okay, AR to AR holding asset account. Same thing, customer 4, same thing. Okay, so that one works so far. Okay, so now it will take you to the same place in here, so you don't want to go there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is customer in here. Okay, so now let's say at some point you got the 20% payment. Okay, so when you get the 20% payment, what do? You just you just go to the banking, transfer funds, and then transfer it. Okay, so let's say in this case, you know, they took 3% out and they paid remaining remaining balance of their 20% remaining balance. So in this case, it's they took out their fees. Let's say it's out of 100,000, they took out let's say 3,000. That's their fee, 3%. And so 3%, 3,000. So they just gave you 17,000 more as the final payment. Okay, so you can just do 17,000 in here. If they give you 20,000, that's pretty easy. Okay, so they go to transfer funds, but let's say they just pay you 17,000. Okay, and went to your bank account, checking account. Okay, all right. So now you got 97,000 in here, $97,000, and 3,000 is factoring fee. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this 100,000 and apply against this 100,000 in here. Okay, so I'm going to make this 100,000. So I'm going to charge, I'm going to expense $3,000 factoring fees. Okay, so I'm just going to go to company. I'm going to go to list here, chart of accounts, and I'm going to go to in here AR bank loan. So it's now 100,000. Just click it here, and I'm just going to spend $3,000 because they charge $3,000 in here, and so I'm going to add one loan in here. So account is factoring fee. Factoring fee is right here. Okay, so it's 3,000. Okay, now it's 100,000, and you have 3,000 expense now. Okay, so now the next one I want to do is I'm going to go to the chart of accounts again, and I'm going to open asset register from here. So to open asset register, you can just double right click it and use register right here, or you can just double click your account. It will take you to the same place. Okay, so now we want to move all these 4 invoices. They already paid 4 invoices, so I'm gonna move to that account here, AR holding asset, AR bank loan account. Okay, so we're gonna decrease it. Now the balance has to go down, so decrease. So the reference number in this case is this one right here. Decrease 25,000, right? Okay, so the date's going to be totally different. It could be after 60 days. Deposits will be the same thing. I just did this, I didn't change the date in there. Okay, so I'm going to record this. As you can see, it went down to 75, and do the same thing for the next one. For this one, number 2. Okay, number 2. Okay, I'm going to select account, AR bank loan account, record this. Same thing with the third one, AR bank loan, number 3. Oop. Number 3, 25,000. Number 4, 25,000. Oop, select account, bank loan. Okay, it's 0 now, and so now I'm going to go to the balance sheet again, refresh this. So as you can see here, its checking account balance is 97,000. Okay, so that's the money you got, and all 2 accounts, they're all clear now. Okay, so if I go to the income statement, you should see 100,000 income, and $3,000 is the fee in here, factoring fee, 100,000, 4 invoices, and 3,000 is factoring fees. Okay, so normally this is a simple demo file. Normally you'll have all kinds of transactions in here, and this one, everything clear, so normally that's not going to happen. Okay, so you don't see anything in here. Okay, so the one thing you need to do is you'll need to reconcile that account on a monthly basis. Okay, so in here, just click it and reconcile it. See, right click it and reconcile it. Okay, So in this case it's pretty straightforward. Statement date, let's say June 31st, June 30th, and uh, ending balance in this case is 0. So normally we'll have some ending balance in here, and so to continue, so all you have to do is now, so start from here. uh, so it's a 25,000. So do your different dates in here. So as you can see here, in and out, in and out. So if it's outstanding, you don't want to check those. In and out. That's why, remember, check number, I use the reference number. That's the whole purpose. A reference number is a check number. You know, it's not really a check number, it's an invoice number. So this is for tracking, which will make your reconciling a lot easier in here. Right here, okay. Reconcile now. Close. Okay, so if you go now, you'll see, as you can see here, all checked in here, all reconcile, you know, all reconcile. For increase and for decrease. Balance is 0. Right? Okay, you gotta do the same thing for this account in here. You know, this is kind of straightforward. It's basically $3,000 is your expense. Normally $3,000, you'll see it underneath in here. So 4 in here, and 80,000 transfer in here, and 17,000. So it's basically reconcile everything, you know. So you're going to reconcile same way. Reconcile. You can reconcile the same thing, same way. So up to here, you know, everything is okay. So you can reconcile it. AR bank loan. Reconcile it. So you got to do this every month, month end. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty big mess. You won't know which one's paid, which one's left there. So better do every month or twice a month, even depending on transactions you have. Okay, so right here, as you can see here, so 100,000. So first 200,000. You got 25,000 in here transfer. So for all the three, so that's how I got 100,000. 100,000. 3,000 they deducted before they give you this payment. Not otherwise it would be 20,000. Okay, so as you can see here, no difference. And reconciling. So if you go step by step, it'll be a lot easier for you. Reconcile it now and close. So now if you click it, you'll see it's all checked in here. You know, this part is all done. Okay. So that's what I have to do. Okay. So anyway, thank you for watching this video, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channels. You know, right here. These two channels. Thank you. Bye.